Mono black midrange control? Sure. Splinter Twin? It's all of these things. It's a really cool deck that has risen in popularity with the printing of Unstoppable Slasher, and I'm excited to talk about it and analyze the cards and talk about the overall strategy of the deck. So let's jump into it. So this is Mono Black Midrange. Now the overall strategy of this deck is that it's attacking on two different axes. Number one is that it's a pretty solid mid-range deck. It's running Hand Destruction and Duress and Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Shield Rosita, Go for the Throat. And so it's looking to do the same thing as Mono Black in that it's 1-for-1 in the opponent out of the hand and on the board. Just instead of Fable the Mirror Breaker, we have Unholy Annex, where you draw a card at the end step of your turn, and you lose 2 life unless you control a demon. And you can pay 5 mana for Ritual Chamber to unlock that room to get a 6/6 black demon, so it kind of combos with itself. And we're running another demon as well. And so it has that really sweet mid-range plan, but it also has sort of a Splinter Twin thing going on in that it can just win. Between Unstoppable Slasher and Bloodletter of Aklazotz is probably how you pronounce it. Unstoppable Slasher is a 3-mana 2/3 death touch. And when it deals damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. So if my opponent's at 20, I jam, deal 2 damage to them, they go to 18, trigger Unstoppable Slasher, they go to 9. When Unstoppable Slasher dies, if it had no counters on it, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with 2 stun counters on it. So it's really hard to answer as well without exile removal. Now, this combos with Bloodletter of Aklazotz, which is a 2/4 flying for 4 mana. If an opponent would lose life during their turn, they lose twice as much life instead. Twice of half is whole, so if you have a Bloodletter and you connect with Unstoppable Slasher, you just win. And you can do this reasonably easily because you can get things out of the way with the removal spells and make sure they don't have removal spells with their Hand Destruction or have blockers with the Hand Destruction, just win. So you can play this mid-range game with the rest of your deck while making them fear this just win combo that the mid-range game is actually really good at doing.